Hey YouTube, it's Coach Tape. Tonight I've got the Gan 356XS. So earlier I reviewed the 356X. Am I going to like this one more? I don't know. I wanted to give all the new 356 puzzles from Gan, the flagship ones anyway, a try. You know, everybody says I don't like Gan puzzles. No, that's true. I'm not a hater. I don't hate any company, but you know, not a big fan of Gan, overpriced stuff in general, but hey, whatever. So let's go ahead and check this one out, see if maybe they changed my mind. All right, we are looking at the Gan 356XS. This is the numerical version. First impressions of the box, nice box. It's a little nicer than some of the other Gan boxes I've tried. It's got nice shiny magnet things on the cover. They're not actually magnetic, just kind of a shiny representative of the magnets. All right, got a neat credit card warranty thing on the in the box, and of course it's an adjustable puzzle, so you get a box of accessories. And I'll just go ahead and throw that on the floor real quick. So you get these are adjustments for the springs, and you got the adjustment tool in there as well. Comes with a nice Gan bag. Don't know that I'll ever use that. And of course the super thick solving poster that nobody cares about, and then the puzzle itself. All right, now somebody told me you're supposed to push on the Gan logo, and that is kind of fancy, I gotta admit. That's pretty slick. Bit of overkill, but kind of nifty anyway. All right, so now my first impressions of the Gan X were pretty darn positive. Let's see how the XS holds up. All right, so this is a matte finish. Not real crazy about that. Okay, kind of a medium to strong magnet. Probably medium feel. Very light, very smooth, of course, because it is a Gan puzzle. Of course, and it holds up well to the T-perm test. Absolutely effortless corner cutting. All right, it's not too loose. It's a little tighter than the X was right out of the box. Feels very light, almost too light for me. But that you know, that feels pretty darn good. So the XS, unlike the X where it has capsules for adjusting the magnets, the XS has has a positioning system in the edge where you can slide it in and out with your fingernail. It pops out, being the strongest magnets pull or attraction, and then sliding it in makes it a little weaker. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I kind of like maybe I think the capsules is maybe a better idea, although it makes it so you have to keep track of something. But not real crazy about having to use your fingernail. I didn't like the way the MGC had it, where you had to turn it with a screwdriver, that kind of thing. But you know, whatever. Once you find the one that you like, you're not going to be playing with it anyway. But you know, first impressions, I like it a lot. It's like I said, it's a little lighter than I like. It makes it almost feel like a budget puzzle. Obviously, it's not. It's a really nice premium plastic and all that, but it feels really light, and I like just a little more weight to my puzzle. But we'll find out. Don't know for sure yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do some solves. I'll come back to you with my final thoughts. All right, guys, I've had the chance to do a couple of hundred solves on the 356XS, and this is a good cube, but it's not a good cube for me. So it is fast. It's generally pretty controllable, although a little more flexible than what I like. I do not like the matte finish. So it has a matte finish, and the way Gan does their matte finish is just very slippery and does not work for me. I know a lot of people really like it, and I know this is kind of a polarizing feature in the community, and for me it just does not work. And that's not to say that I couldn't get good times on this puzzle. There's a sub 20 at the end of this video in here that I got, but at the end of the day I was inconsistent and really just could not control it well enough, and just did not feel comfortable with this puzzle. In fact, I ended up getting rid of it not long after I filmed these solves, so I don't even have the puzzle anymore. But I do think it'll work for a lot of people. And like I said, it is fast. It's generally fairly controllable, although a little less stable than I like. And some people really like the matte finish, and they'll appreciate the speed and the lightness. The lightness is also a thing that I have a problem with. Because it is so light, it feels cheap to me. And I know that seems kind of funny to say about a Gan puzzle, but to me, it feels really cheap just because it is so light. It feels like one of those $3 budget puzzles that barely has any plastic to it, so it feels hollow and light. Now, this doesn't feel hollow, but it just does not feel like a quality product, even though you know it is. And so at the end of the day, I just really can't recommend this if your taste in puzzles runs the same as mine. If it doesn't, if you're looking for, the absolute fastest and less stable puzzle that you can find, this is a good one to get. If you want some of the different adjustment features over what the X has, then this will work for you also. There's the sub 20. But at the end of the day, what's the bottom line? The pros are that it is fast and it is lightweight, or has a lightweight. Cons are that it has a matte finish. For me, it is too light. Coming in at 68 grams, this 56 millimeter puzzle is just too light for me. I need something a little more solid, like the Gan 356X that is my main. And like all Gan puzzles, this thing is overpriced. $60 for a 3x3, even with the extra stuff that it comes with, is just completely overpriced, not worth it at all. Now, I did not pay $60 for mine. I got a good deal on it like I did on my 356X. But for anybody else, if you're paying $60, you are way overpaying. This is just not worth it. The performance difference between this and anything else is not worth the increase in price. So at the end of the day, as I like to say so often, the bottom line is that this is a good cube, but it was just not a good cube for me. So like I said, I got rid of it, and I no longer have the puzzle. Just enough to review the thing. I did a couple hundred solves, like I said, and got rid of it. Just not for me, but I think a lot of my audience will really like the puzzle. Just not me. Anyway, if you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit like and subscribe down below. Throw in a comment. We're coming up on 1,000 subscribers. We'll be doing something for that. Thank you for all the support, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks, everybody.